Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we dive into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the incomparable Janis Joplin. This bluesy songstress left an indelible mark on the music world, and her legacy continues to inspire new generations of artists and fans alike. With her powerful, soulful voice and unapologetic stage presence, Janis Joplin embodied the spirit of the 1960s counterculture movement. Born on January 19, 1943 in Port Arthur, Texas, Janis Joplin grew up in a small town nestled in the heart of the Gulf Coast. Her childhood home, a modest house on 3420 32nd Street, was filled with music and love, thanks to her parents, Seth and Dorothy Joplin. Her father, an engineer at Texaco, was an avid reader and encouraged Janis's early interest in literature and poetry. Her mother, a former business college student, was a talented pianist who exposed Janis to the world of music from a young age. As a child, Janis was a curious and creative soul, often finding solace in the company of books and music. She spent hours listening to her parents' record collection, which included blues legends like Bessie Smith and Ma Rainey, as well as folk singers like Pete Seeger and Woody Guthrie. These early influences would later shape her unique sound and style. Janis's formative years were marked by a sense of restlessness and nonconformity. She was a bit of an outsider in her hometown, often feeling stifled by the conservative values and social norms of small-town Texas. However, she found comfort in the company of like-minded individuals, including her friends from the local art scene. In 1959, at the age of 16, Janis attended the University of Texas at Austin, where she studied sociology and psychology. However, her true education took place in the city's vibrant music scene, which was characterized by a diverse mix of folk, blues, and rock and roll. Janis befriended a group of like-minded musicians, including her future bandmate, Paul St. John, and began to develop her own unique sound. She would often perform at local coffee houses, such as the Gaslight Cafe, where she sang folk songs and honed her craft. During her time in Austin, Janis became deeply influenced by the city's thriving arts scene, which was marked by a spirit of experimentation and creativity. She attended concerts by artists like Joan Baez and Bob Dylan, who inspired her to explore new musical directions. Janis also began to explore her own identity, embracing her individuality and rejecting the conventional norms of her hometown. This period of self-discovery was crucial in shaping her artistic vision and laying the groundwork for her future success. As we delve into the early life of Janis Joplin, it's clear that her unique blend of talent, creativity, and nonconformity was already beginning to take shape. From her childhood home in Port Arthur to the vibrant music scene in Austin, Janis's formative years were marked by a sense of curiosity, experimentation, and artistic expression. It was 1966 when Janis arrived in San Francisco, a city that embodied the spirit of the counterculture movement. She had been drawn to the city's thriving music scene, which was characterized by a diverse mix of folk, rock, and blues. Janis was eager to make a name for herself as a singer, and she soon found herself at the forefront of the city's psychedelic rock scene. Janis's big break came when she met Peter Albin, the bassist for Big Brother and the Holding Company, a local band that was looking for a new lead singer. Janis auditioned for the band, and her powerful, soulful voice blew them away. She joined the band in June 1966 and soon became an integral part of their sound. With Janis at the helm, Big Brother and the Holding Company began to gain a following in San Francisco's thriving music scene. They played at iconic venues like the Fillmore and the Avalon Ballroom, sharing the stage with other notable bands like the Grateful Dead and Jefferson Airplane. Janis's unique voice and stage presence quickly made her a standout performer, and she soon became known as one of the most exciting new singers in the city. In 1967, Big Brother and the Holding Company released their debut album, which was self-titled. The album was a moderate success, but it was their performance at the Monterey Pop Festival that really put them on the map. Janis's powerful rendition of Ball and Chain brought the crowd to its feet, and she soon became a sensation. The band's popularity continued to grow, and they released their second album, Cheap Thrills, in 1968. The album was a huge success, thanks in part to Janis's soulful vocals on tracks like Piece of My Heart and Summertime. Janis had finally found her place in the music world, and she was determined to make the most of it. As Janis's star continued to rise, she began to develop a reputation as a wild and unpredictable performer. She was known for her intense stage presence, which often included dancing, screaming, and even crying. Her performances were always raw and emotional, and they left a lasting impression on her audiences. Despite the chaos that often surrounded her, Janis remained committed to her music. She was a true artist, driven by a passion for creativity and self-expression. And as she stood on the stage, microphone in hand, she knew that she had found her true calling. She has risen to fame with Big Brother and the holding company, but she is about to embark on a new journey as a solo artist. In 1968, Janis decided to leave Big Brother and the holding company to pursue a solo career. This was a bold move, but Janis was determined to take control of her music and showcase her unique talent. She assembled a new band, the Cosmic Blues Band, which featured a horn section and a more soulful sound. With this new lineup, Janis released her debut solo album, I Got Demo Cosmic Blues, again, Mama, in 1969. The album was a commercial success, but it received mixed reviews from critics. Some felt that the horn section overpowered Janis's voice, while others praised the album's soulful sound. Despite the criticism, Janis remained committed to her vision and continued to tour with the Cosmic Blues Band. Her performances were as intense and emotional as ever, with Janis pouring her heart and soul into every song. In 1970, Janis released her second solo album, Pearl, which is widely considered one of the greatest albums of all time. The album features some of Janis's most iconic songs, including Mercedes-Benz and Cry Baby. With Pearl, Janis had finally found the perfect balance between her bluesy roots and her soulful sound. The album was a huge success, but, tragically, it would be Janis's final release during her lifetime. On October 4, 1970, Janis Joplin died of an accidental heroin overdose in her hotel room in Los Angeles. She was just 27 years old. The news of her death sent shockwaves through the music world, and fans mourned the loss of a talented singer who had left an indelible mark on the industry. Despite her short career, Janis Joplin's legacy has endured for decades. Her unique voice, style, and stage presence have inspired countless artists, from Stevie Nicks to Amy Winehouse. Her music continues to be celebrated by fans around the world, and her story serves as a reminder of the power of creativity and self-expression. As we conclude our journey through the life of Janis Joplin, it's clear that her impact on the music world will never be forgotten. From her humble beginnings in Texas to her rise as a rock star in San Francisco, Janis lived a life that was full of passion, creativity, and intensity. Her story is a testament to the enduring power of music to inspire, uplift, and transform us. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.